Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The first carry down for Dalvin Cook. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Cousins now on second down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
Hey, we talked about Adam Thielen a little bit last year, didn't we? Possession receiver, makes some tough catches, gets it done, and he's a homeboy. Grew up very close to the Twin Cities.
And showing those possession receiver skills right there to pick up the first. First down, here's the run with Cook. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Second down, Cousins. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a second down throw for Cousins. He'll try to set up the screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Third and long for Cousins. And he finds Cook. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Nigel Bradham coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Ringo. Move. Wide.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's third and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Wide. Let's go.
They'll run with Cook. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Cousins to throw it. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Third and goal for Cousins. That's complete right around the 8. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Eagles have recovered. So a first-quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
Now a carry for the big fella. This is Jameis Olawale. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
We go.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter.
Here we go. Hey, pull down.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Hey.
Here's Foles. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Foles. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution? That defense right there. The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Fielded at the 33. We'll go with a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And right with it here, over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12.
All right, now here we go.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Michael Bennett able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw, Cousins. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll go with the keeper. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
One of my favorite safeties in the league is Harrison Smith. His ability to support in the run game, as we just saw there, that's key, but also can cover deep as well.
They'll try to run with a J. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. They run again with a J. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Shifts by him. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State, their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Rudolph has it left side. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. On 2nd down, here's Simeon. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
From the red zone now, Simeon. Incomplete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Here we go now.
To the air again, Simeon. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Forbath able to convert the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking to throw. Knight drops it off to Ajayi. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They're going to try and throw. Steps away to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
After the interception, here's Simeon. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Here's Simeon. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Forbath, the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Leopard!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Knight. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Leopard!
On first down, Knight forced out to his left. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's what, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side. Side of the field. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On 1st and 10, Knight. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Two yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Second and goal from inside the 5. He's going to get it running right. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Antonio Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to the air, Simeon on 2nd down. They'll try to set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13.
Watch it now, Barney. Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit. Over.
3rd and long. It's Simeon. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Let's go. Boom, landed.
A give. This is Cook. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Watch it now, Barney. Now let's go.
Out of the gun, Simeon. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Green, 39.
Here's Simeon now on 2nd down. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And it's a fumble. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Simeon now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
To throw on second is Simeon. And he's going to go down again. Mike Bennett in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him.
Here we go now. Green 39! Green 39!
From the gun on third, Simeon. And the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chris Long in there again as this offensive line is in tatters. 3 sacks in 3 plays. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. With it is Brown. Brown with his stick skills. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on first down. Knight. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. A nice gain of 21 yards. For Brown, that's his 5th catch. So 5 catches over 50 yards. You might as well set your watch to that. He does it every game.
Think about 2013. The only player in NFL history to have at least 5 catches and at least 50 yards in every single game in an NFL season. So that's not just talent. That's durability. That's dependability. That's a guy who really wants to play each and every week.
Looking to throw on second down. Knight. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
All right, here we go.
On 1st and 10, Simeon. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Simeon incomplete on first. Here's 2nd and 10 now. 2nd and 10, Simeon again. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nigel Bradham in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Simeon in need of something big following that sack, facing 3rd and long.
Here we go. Watch it now, Green, 39. Green, 39. Detroit. Over.
A shotgun snap for Simeon. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Leopard.
Off the play fake. Knight. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Knight flush to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Powers through. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Detroit.
On 1st down, it's Simeon. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Simeon on 1st down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Watch him now, Barney. All right, here we go.
Now Simeon. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brandon Graham getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Simeon in need of something big following that sack, facing third and long.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gone. Over.
From the gun, here's Simeon. The pressure gets to him again. Chris Long in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Knight. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Operating from the gun. Knight. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Linval Joseph with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. He'll look to set up his blockers. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Now they go screen, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes the catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Joey Bosa in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Simeon in need of something big following that sack, facing 3rd and long.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Number 19!
Back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Two huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on second down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die fourth down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They are just brimming with it right now.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Back to throw. They can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Joey Bosa. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
This is Ajayi. Fights out the defender. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. The Eagles on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Ajayi. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
One more extra point attempt for good measure. The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
I'm a little skeptical
about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Eagles, they move back over 500 at 3-2.